Hey everybody, it is Jeff again. I am back, and what I'm going to do today is something, I can't really say a little bit different, but I'm going to build something in my house, and it's actually going to be a slime farm. And the reason I'm building a slime farm is because I was trying to mess around with pistons, and realized that I really don't have that many slime balls in order to make sticky pistons with. I do know that slime rules have changed, and slimes only, well, maybe they haven't changed, but slimes only spawn in certain areas. They spawn in certain chunks and blah blah blah. But I know that this area right here in my house, I'm directly like under my base. I actually dug a tunnel straight down from a spot, and I know slimes are always in here. So I figured this is a good spot to start getting some slimes going. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is where I'm gonna, oh, you know what? I did not make any shovels. I probably should make some shovels as I get this thing going here. There we go. And I figured while I was doing this, I'd be able to actually have a chance to talk to you guys. I haven't made a video in a while. Doing something different, actually a little bit of building. And I'll talk to you guys while I do some of this stuff. Also test out some of my video editing software that I've gotten a hold of, and we're going to see how it works, maybe to speed up some sections of this footage and things like that. So anyways, I don't know where I last... Oh. Lava. What do I need? I think I need these like 35 by 35 or something like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's at 13, 14, 15. Okay, I'm just trying to keep a count of where I'm at. So that's at 15 right there. 16. I know I'm being really quiet now because I'm counting, you know, because counting is hard. Numbers are hard. That was odd. I think that's 22. I'm not really sure. 23, 24. So this should be 25 right here. I appear to have broken into one of my old tunnels. So I think this is where I need to go to right here. I think. I mean, I'm basing this off of a video I actually just watched the other day on how to build a slime farm. So I'm not really sure. It's pretty much the same as making a normal mob farm, but the nice thing is you can have light in there, and the light therefore will, you know, not hinder the slimes from spawning, is the good thing about it. So unfortunately it's just gonna be a lot of digging, but I don't know where I left you guys off last time I actually made a Let's Play video. But long story short, I've moved into my apartment out here in, you know, farther away from DC than I really want to be. It's definitely only temporary. It's definitely something that's not conducive to my living situation, anything like that. But you know what? We're gonna make it work. You know, I'll make it work for the time being, at least. You know, one of those type of deals. But this is gonna make it fun to put the water in when I have to put the water in. But anyways, I'm doing that, as well as I'm still taking my master's classes that I've been taking, and those are going relatively well. I mean, they're finishing up. So I mean, they're finishing up for the semester. So, or it's finishing up, I should say. It's only one. I haven't really been doing anything too incredible or too insane with it lately, which is kind of unfortunate because, you know, I really don't put much stock into the class. It's kind of a joke. Wait, did I have to go all the way up to here? No, no, no. Okay, I did go all the way up to this wall. Good. So I've got that. I want to kind of get my borders going here. And so I know exactly where I'm digging to. 35 seems awfully far. You know, I know slime spawn in here. Maybe I'll only go 20. Maybe I'll just do a 20 wide ordeal here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I can always extend it farther if I feel the urgent need, like if I don't feel like I'm getting the slime count that I'd like to be getting. So there we go. I'll just make a nice marking here. I do have a nice fun story to go along with everything here. So, you know, on top of the master's classes I'm taking, I'm doing these meetings. I'm still working full-time. I'm actually working more now than I was before because of the way these meetings are. Whatever, you know, I'm dealing with that. But I've also, on top of everything else, I've picked up a fire class through my fire department. So I'm actually taking classes to become a firefighter, which is good. You know, it's something I wanted to do. One of the reasons I joined the fire department in the first place. So I can't really complain with the fact that I'm taking these classes, you know. But today was day 2, technically, but the first day where we actually get to go out and do physical things as opposed to just classroom lecture, because part of this class is split up into classroom lecture and, you know, actually doing physical, like donning and doffing gear and, you know, learning how to, you know, put on your PPE, your SCBAs, you know, all that stuff. I will explain more momentarily. Actually, I have to be back momentarily, and I will join you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, I've done some digging since I was talking to you, but I'm just going to continue on. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just digging on my trenches for this slime spawner. But I just figured I would continue talking to you. As I was saying, like, I started this fire class, and today was the first day of, not really the first day per se, it was the first day of practical stuff. And we had to be there at the fire academy at 8 o'clock, but by the latest. But we were supposed to get there earlier, get our gear all ready, all lined up, this, that, the other. So I figured it's like 20 minutes from my house. I'll leave at like 7, maybe go stop, grab something to eat, get there early enough to make sure I get all my gear, you know, set up, this, that, the other. So leave my house. I'll walk outside, and I'm seriously, aimlessly, like, walking around in my parking lot of my apartment complex, and I'm just like, okay, it's early. It is very early on a Saturday, or on a Saturday morning. You know, I didn't get much sleep last night. I was actually sick. I went to work on Thursday night, and I got really sick at work on Thursday night. You know, I survived the night, but I was worried that I wasn't going to actually make it because I was so sick all day on Friday, but you know, I felt okay. Figured, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna not make it to this class because that would mean I'd have to drop out of the whole class because you can't miss much in these things. I'm aimlessly walking around my parking lot, like confused because I'm still tired. I'm kind of sick. And I'm just like, okay, gotta get to my car. Gotta get to my car and get to class. And I'm just like walking around my parking lot, and I'm like, something is wrong here. Like, I can't, you know, things aren't working out right. I don't know what's going on here. I cannot find my car anywhere. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what did I do? Did I, you know, where did I park my car last night? Like, or the other day when I came home from work, like, where was it? I don't know what I did. Yeah, it turns out I found out at 7 o'clock this morning, my car got towed out of the parking lot where I live. So I go out there early in the morning. I go out there trying to make sure I'm going to be in class, you know, on time and all this stuff. You know, actually trying to get there a little bit, you know, earlier than really needed to be, just to make sure I have time for everything, to find out my car is no longer there. My car does not exist in the spot that I put it in. I'm staring at this empty spot like, okay, I'm pretty sure that's where I parked. It's not there anymore. Technically at this apartment complex, apparently it's one of the ones that you're supposed to have a permit to park here. The guy I'm living with, I haven't had a chance to go up and get the permit yet to park here. We haven't really met up since I've been living here enough to go up to when the leasing office is open to go get me the parking permit and get myself put on like the lease as a roommate or whatever it is that I have to do. But he said, don't worry about it. This place doesn't, they don't actually, check, they don't tow, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it turns out they do at very inopportune times. At some time in the middle of Friday night, they went and towed my car out of here. Luckily, I managed to call a buddy of mine who was heading to class, the same class I was going to, who was early enough to be able to come out and pick me up and drive me to the tow lot at 7:30 this morning, to where I had to go pay a bunch of money to get my car out of impound and drive up to class. I made it with like 2 minutes to spare. It was kind of ridiculous, but yeah, I'm sitting here in my apartment right now, and I keep going out my door and checking on my vehicle, because I don't know what to do until we can go get through till like at least Monday. That's what my roommate said. I told him the story of what was going on, and he's going to try to do what he can do to get me a permit, but the leasing office isn't opening it until Monday, so he doesn't even know what he can do up until, Monday time frame. So I'm kind of freaking out, like, keep looking at my car out there and hoping it stays there for the night. Like, I really don't know what to do otherwise. I really can't afford to get my car taken to the tow lot again. That would kind of not be lucrative to the wallet, that's for sure. But anyways, that's been the fun that's been going on with me today. I mean, I'm sure since the last time I got to talk to you guys about everything going on in my life, it's been a while, because most of the videos that I put up lately have been like the Legendary series, and I try to keep that series to more talking about what's going on with the series, that series itself, that map. I try to keep my my video log, or my Minecraft log. Is it a log? I don't know what you call a Minecraft log or a Minecraft blog. You need to come up with a name for that, because apparently that's what I do. But that's what I leave this series for, and unfortunately, I haven't really been making many videos in this series, because I don't know what else to do in this map until, I'm excited about the multiplayer, or the 1.8 adventure update coming out for us, so we can move on to a new server and start over. I'm actually really excited for that, but it makes it so that I don't know what to do, up until that happens. I'm really not sure what else to build, what else to do. I don't want to go out and find a new area and really go caving too much. I want to save that for when the new series, or the new map starts up and things like that. So I'm kind of hoping that that's going to happen, soon. That update's going to come out soon and everything like that. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what's been going on in my life. Work's been fun. Fun being used loosely. I do have to say, I worked a couple days last week, and one day, I don't think I talked to you guys about this yet. I really hope I didn't, or else it would get really redundant. But one day it was kind of cool. I ended up taking care of this lady who, she had a caretaker with her because she was from a nursing home, and the caretaker thought that I was the greatest thing that has ever happened in nursing since, water. Is that a slime? Let's see, look, there's more slime. Look at these guys. I'm building this in the perfect spot. I just need to get up there and get this water all turned off and killed. But this lady thought that I was the greatest thing that's ever happened in nursing. She talked about me all night while I was there. We ended up discharging this patient. Wow, look at all these slimes. They're in my old cave. I almost think I want to extend what I'm building over here to... See, I can't even get them. They're stuck in the... I've noticed that with the slimes lately, is they keep getting stuck in in the ground, and I can't actually do anything with them, which makes it really hard to get anything from them. But we'll see how this works out for now, and I always know I can extend it out this way some more if I feel the need to. Where was I supposed to go to? Just to see, I'm just supposed to go to here. Oh, look at them, they're just out of reach. Hello, little slimes. You will live to see another day. But she not only made me give her a comment card so that she could fill it out. She filled out this comment card just like saying the greatest things about me, and then called the next day to specifically talk to my boss to basically say what a great person I was, how great my personality was, how wonderful I made their stay in the emergency department, this and that. And I gotta tell you, I don't think I'm the best nurse in the world. I have very good people skills, very good personal skills, many years of customer service in McDonald's, you know, the restaurant industry, this, that, the other. Did I ever tell you guys how much I love the restaurant industry? If I could get paid enough to work at McDonald's or as a waiter, as I do as a nurse, I would do that in a heartbeat. My ultimate goal in life is to open up my own restaurant or bar, because that is what I thrive at. I love that stuff. Like, I worked at McDonald's for 9 years. And a lot of you guys who watch this series probably work at like McDonald's or Burger King or something like that right now. You know, a lot of people who watch this are high schoolers, you know, this, that, the other. That's where I started, was there. A lot of people hate their jobs when they're there. They think their life is so like meaningless. Like, oh, I work at McDonald's, you know, this is like a horrible, you know, my life can only go up from here. I loved that shit. I had so much fun with it, talking to the customers, just the people I worked with. I had such a great time in that industry. I would love to open a restaurant, open a bar, you know, even just be a waiter for the rest of my life. I would be more than happy with that if it paid well enough. Unfortunately, it just doesn't. Like, that's the problem, is it pays like nothing, which makes it very difficult to... Oh, I don't have enough wood to make more than one chest. Which makes it very difficult to try to, you know, get a... You know, for the people who live like that as their normal job, like, I don't understand how a lot of them can do it, just because it does not pay well enough in the to be able to live life and, you know, pay for things that need to get paid for. I mean, it's just the sad truth of it all. The sad truth of it all. But, you know, like I said, I would love to do it if I could. Unfortunately, I cannot. And, you know, you move on, and hopefully one day my dream will come true. But either way, I have really good customer service skills. And when people tell you, either in the food industry, in any of your professional settings, if a customer of yours takes the time to fill out a card and tell you what a great job you're doing, or takes the time to call to say what a great job you're doing, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel really good. And it's one of those things that, especially in the nursing field, it's, you know, one of those moments where you're like, this is why I do this job. This is, you know, I do this to help people. And when people can tell me that I'm helping them in some way, whether it's I even, you know, helped them medically or not, you know, I helped them in some way, it makes me feel good. So that's great. It's one of those things that I'm like, you know, I feel good about myself. The sad thing is with nursing, I turn around the next day I work, and I swear to God, I had the most irate person I have ever dealt with try to get in a fist fight with me, and I have to have security escort him out. It's one of those situations where it's funny, you can't win. You can feel so good about yourself one day, for the next day to just have it all like taken away again by somebody for, you know, for something. And it's not that I did anything wrong. Like, I can sit here and admit when I make mistakes, when I do something wrong, you know. It's not one of those situations where I was wrong in, but people, unfortunately, like, and this is a family member of a patient. Like, it wasn't even the patient. It was the family member of a patient was just so pissed and so furious that I didn't keep him, like, I almost just walked right into all that stuff. I was so pissed and so furious that I couldn't keep him updated on what was going on with his family member every, like, 30 seconds. Like, it was the end of the world. And the funny thing is, his family member wasn't even somebody who was in. We have the emergency department. It's split into a couple different areas. One of the areas being what we call our ambulatory clinic. An ambulatory clinic means you basically have an issue where you should not be in the emergency department for. So we treat it like it's a doctor's office. And this is the area it was in. An area that's not even emergency related. It was not an emergency. Nobody was dying. Nobody was like, nothing like that. And that's where you get like sometimes the most irate people in the world. It's like, it's ridiculous, but so that's what's been happening with me in the last couple weeks of my life. Like, been work up and down, you know. My car gets towed one day when I have to be in a class, like, that I amazingly still made it to, which is just a miracle in itself. But, man, I don't know. Like, I can't even say, like, I want to say it's, this whole DC thing isn't working out for me. Like, everything's, like, just, you know, going downhill. I need to move out of this place and get back to Michigan. And I really do. Like, that is my ultimate goal. But these things that have happened are nothing, like, related to this area in itself. It just is one of those things. They push you over the edge sometimes. They make you want to... They make you just want to kind of pick up and go back to what you want, you know. And sometimes it's a good thing when things do that. And sometimes it's a bad thing. Like, you don't want to jump to conclusions with things. Oh, I'm trying to get deeper in the lava than just one deep because I think I need to dig trenches in this general area. But either way, it makes you want to, like, you know, you have to look out for yourself. You always have to look out for yourself. As has been said to me in my fire class so many times before, is yes, it is a team effort. You have to look out for, you know, all your colleagues and this and that, but first and foremost, you must look out for yourself, because if you don't look out for yourself, who else is? Like, that is the you look out for yourself better than anybody else does. And I'm on a contract for another 18 months, like 18 months in 2 days or something like that. Like, I have a 3-year contract with my hospital. I'm halfway through it in like 3 days or something, you know, from now. So it's one of those things where it's like it's coming to an end. You know, coming to an end, meaning I'm almost halfway there. Like, I'm getting there. Am I gonna make it to the end? That only time will tell. I'm really not sure. I don't know. It's as much as I would want to, because I would owe so much money back to this hospital if I were to leave early. But I'm such not a DC fan, and in the last multiple months of my life, since around the March time frame, so much stuff has gone. I can't say so much stuff has gone wrong since March. Just so much stuff has gone different and kind of thrown me for a loop since March. Since so many different things have happened all at one time. Some very, very good, some very, very bad, some just kind of in the middle. Like, I don't know, it's one of those things. I mean, that's why, unfortunately, like, I lost touch with doing my YouTube videos for a while. You know, real life came into play. Some of it, like I said, good, some of it was bad. But it's that situation where it's like, you know, I'm at the point in my life, I need to kind of make a decision on what I want to do. I can't just kind of sit around forever. And, you know, originally when I took on this scholarship, when I took on this, you know, coming to nursing school and this and that, it was a 3-year contract. But it was a 3-year contract after I went to nursing school, which was for a year and a half. You know, that's, you know, 4.5 years of my life. I was 26 at the time. You know, I'm 29 right now. I'm not saying 29's old. I like to think of myself as young, still enjoying myself, having fun, but at some point, like, you can't just keep bouncing around and expect eventually things are going to work out. I want to settle down somewhere at some point, you know, one of these days. I don't know, but just all these things kind of going, you know, back and forth and good, bad, the other. I don't know, it just, you know, kind of puts things in a lot of perspective. But I guess there's a lot of good things that have happened. Like, it's been, hell, has it even been a year yet? it's got to be coming up on a year if it hasn't been yet that I've been making Minecraft videos. This has been, you know, a great experience in my life. I really enjoy doing this stuff. Like, this is fun. I like the audience that I've built up. I like what I do. I enjoy doing this game. I enjoy making people happy when they watch my videos. I enjoy just doing this in general. Like, I enjoy the comments that I get. And, you know, that's something that kind of came out of nowhere. That's something that I wouldn't have even dreamed of doing, you know, when I, you know, started nursing school. So things change all the time. I understand that. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't know. So tell me, like, if you guys are in an area that you think is just like a phenomenal area to be, like, you live in an area you think it's fantastic, and maybe you happen to know that there's a bunch of medical jobs, like a bunch of, you know, nursing positions, you know, open or something like that. You know, let me know. Just let me know some of these areas. Maybe some places I've never even heard of are going to be the places I'm going to end up wanting to go live at, because, you know, my heart is not set on Michigan. Michigan will always be my home. Michigan is a place I always will strive to get back to, but I'm not saying that that's where I'm going to end up being. I just know that I am not a fan of DC. It's too busy. It's too expensive. There's too much. It's not my style of place. I don't know. That's pretty much what there is to that. But anyways, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, say this is a downer. Just kind of my lessons of life for the last couple of years, I guess. But, you know, more culminating in the last couple of weeks. But anyways, I'm going to get back to you guys in a little bit. I'm going to continue mining this out. I do have some new video editing software that I'm going to give a try to. It's not new. It's stuff that I've recently gotten a hold of that I'm going to test out to see if I like it, to see if I can actually start doing some video editing. Because as I said, you know, I want to get into that, doing more clips, more cuts, you know, speeding clips up, this, that, the other. So we're going to see. Maybe I'll use some of that for this video. I'm not sure. Depends on what I do. I don't really want to just take this and speed up my digging. I think it'll get kind of boring and monotonous. I'm not even sure if I'm going to finish this tonight, so it might be a while before this episode actually airs. I'm not sure, but maybe I'll just air it before it's all done, depending on how much talking I've done so far. But anyways, I'm going to join you guys in a little bit after I get some more of this mining done. And I might even only do like half of this for now, and then build my slime harvester as if it was all the way done. Just knowing I can come back down and finish the second half. If I can get this section right here done, I might just build it out of this and just see how it works and things like that. So anyways, I will join you guys in a little bit. See you later.